He looks like an abused child.
He sits like an abused child, bro. And this looks like you beat his ass on the way to the park, and you're like, listen, I'll get you this. Just don't tell your mom I did that. No. Oh, you're saying Mike does that?
Yeah. So Logan, who'd you wrestle this week? You know, a couple good right hands.
Do you Tana? Welcome back, guys. I am very excited. I've never had a felon on my podcast before. I've never had a thug on my podcast before.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, hold on.
No, Tommy.
He's here. Look at my guard dog. He knew. He saw him, and he's barking because he's alerted.
Stranger danger.
Yep. Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Welcome back, guys. If you are new, Tommy, shut up.
Hey, that wasn't very smooth.
Shut up, Tommy. I was trying to do like a cool starting.
Could have been a lot smoother. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Steven, could you just sit right here?
What's up, bro? Good to see you.
Hey, George. Good to see you. Hey.
Hi.
Good to see
How are
you.
Good to see you. Sorry, I'm attached.
You wanted to do like an intro before they got here, but we should just.
Oh, you sponsored by Celsius over here?
Oh, hey, bro, get into. Oh, did you just buy one?
We just bought one in this party. Get out of here!
No way.
Wait. Go get your money back, bro. We have a buttload of Celsius here. I'm actually glad you brought that up, bro. So Davidson right there, that brown guy that looks like he plays on Fortnite or is a Fortnite character. Could you show them what he looks like? He looks like a guy you would play in Fortnite.
Hold on. I've been talking to Davidson on the phone every day for a year, and we've never met in person.
No way.
No way.
I swear.
Nah, you've met.
Can you come here?
You've never met each other in real life?
Can we have a slow motion hug?
Nah, you're joking.
Bro, can I say what's up to Davidson? Come here.
Could you do it on camera?
Come here.
You do it on
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? You
This
hang
is
out
so
over here?
cute. This is like reuniting family.
My man.
Aw.
What's going on?
Wait, are you fucking with me, guys? Or you honestly have never met?
Well, it's great. Well, you know what I look like and stuff.
Yeah, sit here.
But I've
sit here.
never, I've heard you were on the show. Can I say it? Yeah. The show you're on with Nikki? Yeah. Fuckboy Island? Yeah. He was one of the fuckboys.
Yeah.
But since
That's
then,
my manager, baby.
Since then, man, he's made me tons of money over the past.
That's a new flavor right there, my
Yep.
friend.
What's going on with this? Are you beefing with Logan?
No, Celsius is my favorite drink. So when he told me, he goes, do a wish list of your favorite drink every day. I go to this Walgreens that you just bought yours.
No way.
Every single day. I wake up, I grab a Celsius, and I start my day.
Bro, I'm pumped to be here. I've been wanting to come on the show since it started. Since you left Impulsive and started this alliance over here.
I actually try to get you as a co-host, but I sleep with this one, so it's kind of nice.
Beat you to it. Sorry.
Nice. So you guys are permanent
Co-host.
Okay, and relationship? for
Yeah,
life?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You said
Why?
it
You
so
trying to
weird.
like...
Cool. No, though, I've never seen like a couple do a podcast besides that one older couple that's been married for a long time.
I feel like there's a lot of podcasts. What are you doing? Why do you have a sketchbook like that? You look like a kid that just
I
hopped
feel like
off the
he's a
short
child
bus.
and he's like waiting to show us his work, you know?
Oh, is that too dark? No, it's Jeff and you. That's fine.
I have to pee really bad.
You do? Hold
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you so much. Can we give him a mic? Actually, yeah. Just you're gonna have to hold it too. You're gonna hold the mic and hold your bladder.
He's used to it. That's how we treat him over there at Jeff FM.
You know what? Go to the bathroom. You're gonna be treated well here.
He's actually,
Go over there.
I'll wait for him to come back, but he is the George of Jeff FM.
First of all, unless you're saying the charming, funny, and only talented one, then I agree
I'm
with you.
saying the guy we put in the corner, we have to turn the other way to look at him. So when he talks, it's like, wait, is that somebody over there? What's the deal with that
I
setup?
fucking tell them all the time. I go, yo, move me, bro. Move me.
Yeah.
It is so hard. It's so easy to disrespect somebody by just putting their back because they're all, let's face it, all the guests are here to just stroke Logan's ego the whole time. They're just like, yeah,
And some
Logan,
other co-hosts
you're
are,
killing
too.
it, bro.
Some
He just eats
other-
cheeseburgers, bro. No one's bragging on Mike.
You said they're there to stroke Logan's ego.
Oh, you're saying Mike does that?
Yeah, so Logan, who'd you wrestle this week? Talk about his big eye, you know?
No, I love my freaking friends. And you listen, I don't think they would ever be able to handle that seat, so I'll fucking handle that seat, bro.
Yeah. Mike would make a whole big thing over there. He'd be,
No, he did it for one episode and complained. He goes,
Really?
Daddy Mike, Daddy Logan, I can't do it. And so he
Yeah.
slipped.
Is
Bro,
it
you know
'cause
that
he's-
video where he's like, you're the best.
No.
What?
Mike?
He's the best. He's a real
Is
workhorse.
it cringe?
Oh my God.
Is it Mike? I love some Mike cringe.
It's a meat cannon video, bro.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, of course. That's great. I love that video.
Wait, the part where Mike comes in looking like a creepy crawler, and he's like, "You're the bit. He's such a workhorse."
Yeah.
Oh my
fuck,
God.
No, I just forgot exactly what
I
happened.
feel like I was just lighting my friends up. I want everybody to know that I love Mike and Logan.
No, that's good. If you could talk shit on somebody or to like with them, banter and shit, that's how you know they're a real friend. You know, if people can't take your jokes and they're like, are you being serious? Or are you joking? Then that's when you know it's nice. So now Steven is here. I told him you're the George of JFFM.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's an honor.
I love Steven so much, Steven.
He was
You're the best.
he was asking me. He was like, "Yo, like you know, like why don't you ever go podcast with them? Like do what they do." I was like, "Look, their setup works because if you just had 3 Logans in a room, it would be a tough listen. If you had 3 Jeffs in a room, it'd be fucking, I fucking ran. How many miles did you run today? That's all. It would be terrible. It would suck. You need a nice dynamic, different personalities, different people. And that's why Steven and I click so well, because we're polar opposites, you know?
No, 100%. I love your guys' dynamic. And what I do want to get on, like on your guys' podcast, you guys are very entertaining, but there's a level of empathy, sympathy, and morals that you guys don't like to shine because it's not going to get the clicks. That part of your guys' soul, of your heart, it's not going to get clicks. So you're not going to do it. And I want to shine on that because I've lived in LA for almost 10 years now, and it's very hard for me to tell people, like, I love those people from the bottom of my heart. And you two are very much on my list of people that I really respect and I really love.
Remember how I have you saved in there?
It's very refreshing.
George Vine.
Yeah.
I have you under Jeff 1600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this friendship goes back 9 years.
You used to cut my hair and
Yeah.
sell drugs at the same time.
There's
I
two
should
different.
I should cut your hair again.
No,
soon.
I have a guy and he gets mad if like anybody ever touches my hair.
for content. He's got to understand this is what you do for a living. You know, like.
Well,
we
I
do
know,
an
but
episode.
before, like, you would cut my hair with 2 good eyes. Now you have 1. And I just don't want you to.
That's what I was going for. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
I don't want you to fucking like now. Like, what have you? You know, I'm already made fun of enough. I don't need a bad haircut.
No, I mean, you have a good.
Now I feel
haircut.
bad. Now I'll let you cut my hair. I was
Babe,
just
you're
joking.
offending our guests.
What?
I was
Whatever.
just joking. He called me the outcast of impulsive.
Is that our candle? I mean, everybody. That's obvious.
Yes,
Sure.
it is.
That is your candle.
Wow,
By
nice.
the way, do you see? That's not sponsored. That's just love.
Yeah, I love that. I love
It
that.
smells amazing. And
Thank
by the
you.
way, not for nothing. And I'm not just saying this because you're my friend. Your product is amazing.
Thank you. Fuck, I was supposed to bring something, but I forgot to fucking bring it.
Well,
for you.
I have a bunch.
Yeah, you have
We
some.
have a bunch. Jessica, go grab all those products that Jeff sent us.
Bro, by the way, may I just say, I was looking at your website. Dude, your website is so good. Like your merch side and then your product side is such a vibe. The colors, and then
wow.
you got like the blonde girl to like model your like
Yeah.
merch stuff. Like
Yeah,
it looks
Ellie,
sick.
One
shout out
second.
to
I'm so
Nev,
sorry.
my-
I'm so sorry. Babe, we've never had an attractive guest like this. I don't want you talking to him like that.
Oh, okay. I won't make eye contact.
If you're gonna talk,
talking about
talk
me.
to, talk to. You know damn well I wasn't talking about you.
Is that a laugh track? What the fuck? That sounded like a laugh track going on. That's so clean. That. Oh, what the fuck? Damn! You got a bathroom voice here? Does the bitch?
No.
Just had a seizure.
Dude, it's hot, huh? Can we open up a window or something? Maybe AC. Are you guys sweating or no?
No, I feel great.
I've never gotten any of that. What the heck?
Do you see all this? You
Steven.
didn't even send this to me. Your team sent this to me.
No, of course I put you on the list, George. I asked you for your address, and right?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah, of course.
I love this. This is my favorite right here.
those. Are fun.
Do you fuck Tana?
What the fuck? You go from that to
Yeah,
that? We're
what?
on to such a good thing talking about products and the website. I can't take credit for that. I didn't do the website. I don't do code and stuff like that. That was
Fair
Nev.
answer.
Right.
My,
But the
my
vibe?
team. No, absolutely not.
You
Well, I'll
dog.
get back to that. No.
You dog.
The answer is no. We're business partners. That's it. And I love our dynamic together.
We're business partners.
Yeah, I see that, but different. You were that first, and now you're doing this. It's,
Yes, okay.
It's much different.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I got a good team. You gotta believe in
Very
your
good.
team if you wanna excel in any field in life. You gotta believe in your team. You got a solid one that you're building over here.
Thank
I love
God.
it. You got family involved. That's good.
Yep.
You trust her. You know you can trust her.
Absolutely.
Reed, he's very talented, but also you gotta be careful with him.
Yeah.
'cause,
He's
you
from
know,
Craigslist.
Say this guy makes a short film, gets into Sundance. He's out.
He's out.
Peace out.
100%.
He's artsy. He's creative. Got a beanie on.
Do you know? You know more than anybody. And for those of you guys that watch YouTube, they don't understand the the manpower that comes into creating, editing, shooting, and I always had people come and go for a shooter. And one day, bro, I'm just praying, and I'm praying hard. I'm like, I need a partner, somebody who's gonna build my life with me and not just get what he needs out of something and leave. And I'm just tired of, as soon as that person leaves, I have to rebuild somebody else. And I said a prayer. I'm not even kidding. I'm just all testimony to God. I'm saying a prayer, and my buddy Greg comes in, and he goes, put a list on Craigslist for a shooter. I go, bro, I'm not trying to get molested, dog. Like, I want a good camera guy, the guy that goes to school, like something. He goes, dude, don't be stupid. It's $20. I go, I have to pay to put up an ad.
It was right there. You guys were sitting at the last two chairs of the island. Yeah.
And I put it up, and dude, I get a bunch of emails, but then I get this one that shows unbelievable talent, and it's Reed. So I call him on the phone. By the way, doesn't know who I am.
You were on Craigslist?
Craigslist Reed, bro.
Hooker, you prostitute. Good shit, dude. You know what? He was grinding. He was working, like, not just on social media, DMing people like a mass DM that he just copy and paste to everybody. Hey, let me work for you. He was out there putting out his own.
How many days were you in LA when you got that email?
8 days.
8 days.
Damn.
That's a hustler right there. I invited him to my house at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
I had a pistol literally right here, because as I'm coming down the stairs, my family's like, dude, you just invited a dude from Craigslist to your house at
They were
11?
like, babe,
And I was
it's
like,
so late. I'm like,
that's-
don't call him right now.
I go, that's probably bad. So I put a pistol right here, and I covered it up, and I opened the door, and I knew that he was the love of my life. When he looks at Tommy and goes, well, are you going to introduce us? I was like, all right, I like this guy. So we came up here, we just hung out, and then it's just been a nice bromance since.
Yeah. I always love having Reed around. You were there at
Utah?
like a bunch of trips. Yeah, the first one was the Utah trip. Yeah. That was fun. George and I got in a little wrestling match. George is good, man.
Secretly, I'm just like a ninja, dog.
You're a secret assassin. Yeah.
I don't like to talk about fighting, bro, because then everybody's like, why don't you go fight? And then I'm like, because I don't want to, dude. Like, you have to give up your whole life for a year to fight. And like, if anybody is a fighter, and you'll see the comments in the section. Real fighters know, bro. I don't care how good you are, how seasoned you are. It just takes one good hit to knock you out.
Yeah.
And it's too much of a risk for my career. I'm not trying to get humiliated and knocked out and memed, bro. For what? I'm a comedian, dog. I'm here to make you laugh.
You know who's really good at balancing the two? You know, Sean O'Malley. Obviously, you came to the.
But he's a fighter, bro.
But he does more content than you and I put together. The kid streams video games. He does 2 podcasts, 3 podcasts a week. He's doing TikToks. He's training. He's doing all this shit. He does it all.
He's a personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he
But he was a
is.
fighter first.
He is.
Yeah.
Now I get why you're the George of the group, bro. Now I get it. I do that shit all the time. Then we wrap up a conversation like, yeah, and he started as a fighter too. He said that like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't hear.
No, I love you.
I
man.
forgot we bumped into you there because you live in Arizona and that's where Sean trains. And you were grappling with Tim. You're doing some BJJ.
Yeah, he fucked me up, and he was doing a lot of illegal moves. Like he would put me in a headlock and then like block my mouth from breathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But speaking
Fish
of
hook, too?
fighting, can we talk about some moments that I've witnessed you go through, or is that? How about this? We'll talk about it if you
When I
want to
did
cut
that,
it.
when I broke my fucking hand on that kid's forehead.
Can I paint the picture up into what I know, and then you explain the rest?
You asked me this on Impulsive on the.
But people watch this.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's run it back. It's a rerun, baby.
Nice, very nice.
Well, I guess you don't watch the other one. Go ahead.
Well, for those of you guys that just tuning in to the George show,
Curious George.
and by the way, not for nothing, but we could riff a lot more about that story because like they probably wrapped me up. They probably like, George, speak for 30 seconds, and then back to Mike. And
Well, I'd rather not riff about criminal acts that I've done in the past. Acts of
okay,
violence,
well, just say it was Reed.
self-defense.
There was a guy named Reed we knew.
Well, Reed is already a name that's taken around here.
I was coming back from, well, this is your life. I can't really get in trouble for any of this, so I'm just going to say it. I came back from Trader Joe's at 1600, every creator under the sun, plus American Jeff. So American Jeff was not a creator at the moment. He was just the hottest guy in the building that everybody used. So you could be outlooked by him in videos. Am I wrong or right?
Until that other kid came around.
We're not going to mention his name.
We don't mention him.
Wait,
We don't mention his name.
why is he American, Jeff?
It's a long story. Actually, it's a short story. I'll tell you. So I worked in a barber shop it was like in the hood. It had all different different types of people that work there, and I was just like this fucking young white kid with like hair coming down my neck, and I had like a there was this one guy, Tree was the man, best barber, cut all of Wu-Tang's hair, and he was so funny. He just started calling me All-American Jeff because I would come in with my school books. I started cutting hair at 15 in the barbershop, and I would have like a hat on, like a fitted hat, and like he said I had an All-American quarterback neck. That's what he started saying.
Okay.
So then All-American Jeff was my name, and then American Jeff stuck after that. But then everything started getting political as I started getting older. And then it's like, oh, if you're like this way, then that means you're. And I don't know shit. I feel too strongly about politics. I don't get into it. I usually just spend my time just goofing around with Steve. Doing fun TikToks and stuff.
Your name came from another grown man complimenting your neck.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
how people get names, George. That's how people get nicknames. Like
Well, she got a
Curious
nickname?
George. Curious George would have been a great name for this podcast.
No, it wouldn't, because it's already another monkey. Why did I call myself a monkey? I just literally called myself a monkey.
Bro, spell it with one letter different, but K. Curious with a K.
Ooh.
Fuck. We should have had him on. I mean,
Hey, don't even give that because I voted for Curious George.
Did you?
I did.
Anyway, so
I was driving
coming out of
yesterday.
Trader Joe's,
An All-American Jeff.
an All-American Jeff was sitting there with his sweetheart at the time, and some dude was chirping at him. And this is my moment, because I looked at him and I'm like, what's he gonna do? Because growing up, I have a friend named Kave. She's known and he knows. And he's pumped the brakes on a lot of men in my life. So I know what it looks like when a dude is like, nah, I'm not tolerating that. And they humble somebody quick. But then he escorts his beautiful girlfriend upstairs, and that's pretty much the end of it from there. And then till he comes down
Yeah.
and he beats the shit out of this guy. That's when I was like, damn, if I'm ever in a sticky situation, I'm calling American Jeff. We're gonna do it the American way.
Yeah, premeditated. Well, it was premeditated self-defense.
Yeah, because he charged at you.
We had a history, me and the kid, and not like he was lived in the building. Something happened. He was up to some shit. He got evicted. I ended up bumping into him on the street months later. Now this kid, he was one of the first people to take me to an acting class. So I don't know if he felt like he put me on because of that.
Yeah.
It's like a community acting class. You just go in there. There's like 50 people in there.
Probably he got a kickback from that, by the way. Because if you recommend somebody, they give you kickbacks. Right?
He did.
Yeah, sometimes they'll give you free class. Or
And I
whatever.
paid for his class too because I was like, you brought me, so that's like, you brought me here. That's cool. Like you're getting me to do this, shake it out of my comfort zone. I did appreciate it, but I don't know the kid my career.
Yeah, he didn't give you talent.
Yeah. Thanks. That's very nice. Very nice.
You are talented.
Thank you. So yeah, I end up not talking to the kid for a while. He gets evicted, and I see him on the street. And of course, I'm like friendly. I'm with my girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend. We're going on a date. So I see this kid, and he's like, "Don't act like you fucking." Or no, what did he say to me, George? Do you remember?
He said,
"Don't you feel like you owe me something or something?"
No. He goes, don't forget what I did for you or some shit like that.
Yeah, some
He
shit
said,
like that.
Like, come give me what's due type shit. It was like that
Yeah.
type of energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't forget where you came from type shit.
Yeah.
He like tried to sun you, bro. And
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
and
get
I'm-
like almond milk, and I'm seeing all this shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a great morning.
And I'm with like, now I have my girlfriend with me, I'm not going to be embarrassed in front of her. Even if it was just us two on the street, we'd fight to the death out there because of that line. And
Right.
so he said that. I was dressed up for dinner. I had these like Saint Laurent boots on, on the slippery Hollywood stars, the
Yeah.
surface. So I was like, fuck, I don't want to risk it,
Yeah.
Let me just get out of here. So I took the L right there. I let him say his thing, have his fun. And I was like, baby, let's go upstairs. We're not going to dinner, or dinner's going to be a little late. I go and I put on like sweats and sneakers. I go
you
back
get
downstairs.
the fit on.
Yeah, I go back downstairs. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck did you say to me? And right away, he knew I was coming back. So he had a
Kombucha.
Trader Joe's bag. And he flings it at my face, and it laser beams right here. I thought it was like bananas or something. So
Yeah.
I was just like going to like block it like that. But it beamed in, blasted me in my face, and fractured. Or it was on this side, of course. Fucking, I was like that. And it hit me, and my face fucking blew up. And I just, after that, like he got that one kombucha. And it's thick kombucha bottle. Those
Yeah.
things are heavy.
Yeah.
It's like a bottle of whiskey that would just bam in my face. And so then I end up, a couple good right hands.
Hey, you're so West Side Story, bro. Like, I want to see you in a musical, bro. Just like, what'd you say, buddy? No, we don't do that here, bro.
Yeah, but then I had like fucking blood all over my shirt. My hands broken. My face was bad, swelled up bad. Like I had like a hematoma from how bad that impact was.
Yeah, bro.
So I go back upstairs. It wasn't like I just had an easy win. I was fucked up from that kombucha bottle. And now I go back and everybody's like, what the hell did you just do? And obviously we didn't go to dinner after that point. But I went to Rudy's house, Rudy Mancuso.
Yep.
And he was downstairs playing piano or something by himself. And I just ran in because I knew that he had these frozen peas in his freezer. Because we did a Vine earlier that day that required me to ice my face.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like one of my few vines that I did. Well, I only did maybe like 20 vines, but yeah, that's the one we did that day. And I think I was a thief stealing Amanda Cerny's purse, and then Rudy does like a superhero move, and then he's paying me off at the end of it with cash.
That was you?
Yeah.
But you were masked up.
You remember that Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a ski mask on.
Yeah. I remember
That's
that.
crazy. You have a good memory, bro.
I didn't
It's a
know that
really
was
good
you.
memory.
That
What?
makes sense. You were wearing a wife beater too.
Something like that. I might have been. I
Yeah,
don't even remember. I don't know. This worries me that I don't have the memory of a Vine.
You
that I
got
did.
hit with a kombucha that day, so like,
did.
give yourself a little break. You know what I'm saying?
I've been hitting the head a lot. Yeah.
Do you still hang out with anybody from that crew, like the Vine days, at all, or no?
You Logan. We just went to Lele's wedding.
Yeah, that was fun.
That
Thanks
was
for the invite,
a
Lele.
nice little. That's weird that you didn't get invited.
I don't ever talk to her. I was making a joke. Mike
don't.
seemed like he got offended.
I'm just kidding. Just rub it in more. I don't talk to her either.
Oh yeah, what the fuck, dude? You don't
Never
talk to her
even
either, bro. You know how many fucking Lele Pons video? Actually, was I in a lot of Lele Pons videos?
I've done a lot more. Probably of her.
I was
vibes.
surprised Amanda Cerny wasn't there.
Ooh, yeah.
Amanda Cerny wasn't there?
Well,
Of course not. They had like the craziest beef online.
Oh,
I was gonna bring it
I'm
up on the
so-
impulsive thing, but
that
everybody's
shit
back was
a
towards me, so I
legendary-
couldn't talk.
That was a legendary beef. I can't believe you didn't bring that one. Oh no, she probably would have asked to cut that.
Fuck yeah, she would ask to cut that.
Oh, really?
But
Was it
over
bad?
here, no, I'm just kidding. Bro, I'm gonna get in some shit having my own podcast. Stop talking so much,
Sorry.
That's his bro, George. Literally.
dude. Do you feel comfortable with Jeff?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Why'd you
What
say
do
that
mean
like
by
scared? Like
And
like
he
you
never
have to answer
even
that.
he never even looked at me. He looked at you. You know what he looked like? He looked like when the police officer asked the kid,
Bro, I
"Does
said
your dad
yeah."
hit you?" He goes,
He looks like an
No.
abused child.
"He sits like an abused child, bro."
Bro, you know
I
George.
don't wanna, like,
And this looks like
No,
you
I
beat
don't-
his
I
ass
don't
on the way to
know.
the park, and you're like, "Listen, I'll get you this shit. Just don't tell your mom I did that."
Scratches on my face. My cat attacked me this morning. So
Yo, what's up with it? Look at this mark, bro. Do you want to talk about it? Feel free.
Let me see.
Feel safe, bro.
I just don't. I'm like. I didn't have the best morning. I got attacked by my cat, and I didn't get a shave. I ran out.
Your cat.
You could have a Celsius. It'll make you feel better.
You're right.
Cheers.
Dude.
By the way, we never cheers for this. You just kind of like made fun of me a little bit. Right now.
Cheers.
To Celsius, and not to
Celsius.
circle back, bro. But this was was one of my most special.
Throw some of that money over here.
No,
Celsius.
don't do that.
Where's the veg?
Don't do that. You didn't even know what he looked like, bro. I invite him to dinner all the time, and you walked right past him.
Bro, Fuckboy Island. He did.
He's
That's-
made you so much money, and you didn't even put a fucking face to the name, bro.
I know.
That's a little racist.
Celsius. I'm an athlete. I'm a real athlete. I'm a triathlete. I did a half marathon. The
You
other day.
running away from robbing a bank doesn't make you an athlete. It makes you criminal. All
But
right.
for real though, this new, I don't know, but this is, did you like the flavor?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
Very
really
nice.
good.
It's like a Sprite almost.
Yeah. It's like
Kinda.
a,
Really?
Mountain
it's a
Dew.
juicy, citrusy, yeah.
Damn, look at my partner over there.
Yeah.
No, really.
Bring it-
I
bring
think this
it
is
in.
my favorite flavor.
So you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You were recently on a TV show, a big show. Can we talk about that?
Oh, of course. Me or her?
Her.
Shauna.
Yeah.
So her real name is Shauna Della Rica, but I call her Little Belle.
No, I know that. Just what was your name on the show? What was your character's name?
Oh, my name was Caroline. Yeah, it was Caroline.
Oh, my
And-
mom's name.
Yeah. Yeah, it was your mom's name.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot.
And I just was,
Hey, but you know it's true, bro. People fall in love with their moms and their dads.
I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's Caroline.
oh yeah, it's Caroline. Yeah, I played Dave's love interest in the second episode of season 2.
I used to really like that show. I didn't even know there were more seasons. I just haven't been watching TV like that. But that's dope. That's a really cool
it's
show.
a great show.
Thank
Little
you.
Dicky did a great job. And
Three
Yeah.
just got announced.
did it?
Like, yesterday.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
season
season
three
three,
got
yeah.
announced. It's all in August. It comes out.
Little Belle said to me right when she got home, she goes, "What's his real name? Little Dicky. What's his name?
Dave.
Dave. Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the name of the show.
Oh,
'Cause
so he uses his real name.
It's loosely
Yeah.
about his life, but exaggerated.
Like
Gotcha.
Eminem and
So-
8 Mile. You know, it's like I think that's probably a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah.
100%.
Closer
And
to
like
his
50
life.
cents. 50 Cent's movie was
Get
like
Rich or Die
kind of
Trying?
crazy. Like
Yeah.
they just like at the end of the movie where they like just murdered somebody in the back and they're like, yeah, but they closed the door so we didn't show it. Like you get arrested for that. Like right, there's no
Yeah.
way you just, you know what I mean?
Well, 50 was shot up 9 times, and
The guy who shot him died.
did he?
Oh yeah, he got
That same, in that same.
That's why he goes, he got hit, but I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.
Yeah. So did 50
Bars.
shoot him back? That's fire. I love that Mini Man. Yeah.
Mini man.
So, how did that go down? You got like a fax guy? How did 50 Cent have a shootout? Do you guys?
Nah,
know
he
this?
was probably in the hospital and his boy was like, you can't be doing that.
Oh, he went and got him after.
I don't know, bro. I'm
That's
not
a
in
good
the
friend.
hood.
That's a good friend. You know,
That
you
is a
need-
good friend.
You need friends like that. I would do that for you, Steve. Remember, I almost did that for you
Yeah,
one time.
you did.
They're assassinate. Yeah, no shit. Nobody,
That's gangster.
Jessica goes, it was assassination attempt. What did you think he was doing? Selling him a brokerage? A what?
Actual assassination attempt.
They
Did you not watch the movie Get Hard or Die Trying?
rich.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
It's okay, Jesse. I haven't either.
It's a
Okay, homework. You guys got homework to do tonight. Watch Get Rich or Die Trying. Watch 8
Okay.
Mile and anything else you want to put on the list while we're here. Movies?
Follow Me. George Janko's movie.
Oh, okay.
You never watched my movie.
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
You should. I think you really like it.
How can I watch it?
I mean, it's anywhere. I think right now it streams on Hulu.
Bootleg DVD. You could send me home with a fucking
Do you not have
VHS
Hulu?
tape. I have Hulu. Yeah, Dave's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there
what are
you
you
go.
watching? Her, not me. She was in it for like
Sorry.
one episode. I had the whole movie. You don't want to support your friends?
Oh, is it a movie like broken up?
It's already out.
Is it a series?
It's a movie, bro. What?
Oh no, you just said episode, George. I don't know what the fuck. I don't fucking
what,
know.
Dave?
Well, I'll watch it tonight. I'll watch it. I got homework too.
What'd you say?
No, I was saying you were talking about.
Do you know how to use a microphone?
Oh, you were talking about nice, Steven.
This is how he was talking to you. He goes, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't want to I don't want to be invasive. I'm like, should I sit over there? So
Do you feel clustered?
Yeah, sit over
Oh,
here.
should I sit over there?
I thought
So
this
it's
was
more
like
of a-
cute.
But
You
do
don't
you
wanna
feel
be in
comfortable?
between
No, it is,
us?
I do.
Do you feel comfortable putting my if I put my arms around you?
No, go ahead.
Okay, okay. I
Do
just wanna
whatever
make
you
sure.
want.
I want to make sure you consent and all.
You know, Jeff went after guys that tried to rob me one day. He
What?
protecting my life, Jeff.
Where were you that somebody tried to rob you?
Yeah,
What
see,
happened?
I'm
He
like,
says
Even Jeff's. No, I was at. It was like.
Can we
11
get him headphones? Do you need headphones?
no,
if you want,
he
I
don't
don't think
care.
I need
He don't care about shit like that.
Dude, now I get
I
why
want
you
to
have
put you
money.
in
So
a
he's the
box and
best.
put you in my pocket, dude. You're like, I don't know.
I feel like you could turn any situation into such a like a happy Disney moment.
Yeah, he just resolved our misunderstanding. We just had a
say that,
misunderstanding.
you know?
We were talking about, you were saying episodes of her show, and I was saying in your
Yeah.
movie. So I confused that, and Steven cleared it up. Good. That's what we need, a fucking right hand man. You know, third guy.
Who's your second?
That's a good question.
So you don't even have a second, but you have him as
Mike?
third. How unloved are
Is
you?
my second guy also?
Mike is your second guy? Is Mike been on your like podcast a lot?
I have a few rotating in second guys.
Yes,
because the
like
second guy's
Tana-
a big spot, and if you put somebody in that, it could get an ego real quick. you
We
know?
had an episode. How did my episode do on your platform?
Great. You rapped. It was dope. It was really good.
And you know what's so funny? We were there for like 2 hours, and I was like, "That's gonna be a long, awesome podcast." 40 minutes. What happened?
Was
What
it?
happened? We were there for 2 hours, bro.
Maybe
and the
that-
best part is, I watched my episode. 40 minutes is you talking at the beginning.
Was it?
Yeah, you're like, before George comes, I want to get into some things.
Did I do that?
Fucking 2 hours of my life sitting there like, yeah. So then my mom, right before she had to leave Iraq, kissed my grandmother off of a boat.
Oh
Cut.
my god! Why
Gone.
do I talk like a gay.
What?
No, you just put on the gay man's voice.
Yeah.
No, that's my voice. That's my
Bro.
best.
That is,
It's his storytelling.
that's not an
voice.
impression of me. what he just did.
Yeah, that was not Jeff.
No, that was
Fucking talk like
dude.
that.
This is you. Before Judge comes in here. What's up, guys? This video is sponsored by True Classic. It is a clothing line. I gotta say, I'm wearing them right now. I'm wearing their jeans. I'm wearing their shirt. I'm not kidding. I want to get rid of all of my clothes, and I'm not paid to say that. They gave us talking points, and we're gonna get right into them. But I'm just truly showing my authentic. Like, I really love this brand. I've been wearing them nonstop since they sent it to you because you're working with them.
Yeah, I'm working with. Yeah, you put on their clothes right away. I filmed my ad, and you kept wearing it.
Nah, you gotta try it. Like, and I'm on some real. My code is Janko. Go use the code. Just get something. Return that if you don't like it. I am that confident that when you wear it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is just a different level of clothing. In fact, I know this brand's watching because they're sponsoring this podcast. Send me more. You know my address. Send me more. In fact, if you send me all of your collection, I will make a video. I'll throw away all my clothes and wear that. Like, I found some real.
It's function meets fashion. It is durable, premium quality fabrics that are built to last. This is your one-stop shop for men's fitted shirts, pants, athletic wear, and loungewear. They have pre-assembled outfits to make shopping and styling a breeze. A fit for every season, and layered looks that are custom designed to fit your body.
Just use my code. Try it on yourself. I promise you, you're gonna love it.
TrueClassic.com. Janko.
I don't know what that was, but let's get back into the podcast. Out of all episodes I've done, we're new. This is my favorite one so far. Like, I feel like I'm with the boys. Thank you for coming on the show.
It's a super chill, comfortable show.
Thank you.
I like it, and it's always good to catch up with you, George. We've been through so much over the years, you know, seeing you. We've been slow and steady. You know, we haven't been like those people that pop and then fucking.
But you know what? That slow and steady wins the race.
Mm-hmm,
And
yeah.
we're long form content creators.
Yeah, but it's been a while. A lot of dark times. Actually, you've always been pretty.
You know, I have had dark times. I just don't marinate in them.
I don't remember you being as religious as you are now back in 600.
Because I grew balls, bro, and I was like just watching my friends and family around me talking about shit that they're passionate about, and it was just the most raunchy and gross things, and I was just like, damn, bro, like one day I just was sitting there just reading the Bible, and I was like, how is it that these guys can talk about drugs, sex, and all of this stuff, and if I remotely bring up a spiritual, like, God that has done so much for me, everybody's like, nah. And so one day I really went into it being like, I'm ready to risk it all, bro. Like, take it all away from me.
We had like times in private when I would cut your hair. You never like.
I don't. I like to. This is the type
Did you
of.
have like a breakthrough? Something happened to you in life?
Oh, you mean like in 1600?
Yes. So
like after, because this is back 1600. This is maybe I'm talking like what 8 years ago or some shit.
I have always had a great relationship with God. I think when turbulence hit my life, when it came to losing friends, noticing that people's hearts are not as pure as mine, and I started getting in situations where I thought I'd never be, I just leaned on a relationship that I could always trust. And through this situation, I was like, man, I really could just be doing it, me and God and the people that I love. And I grew this thick skin where it's like, you can never do anything to affect me. My blessings and my curses only come from God alone, and nobody else has any jurisdiction over my heart. This happened right around the beginning of Impulsive, where I was like, I experienced the fame a little bit. You know, I had the movie, I had the TV shows, I had the money where I was like happy that I've always dreamt that I would have. And then I realized I was like, oh, I'd rather let go of all of this and then have a good relationship with God. And then ironically, which I think it was meant to be, as soon as I did that, then I really experienced success. I thought I was successful until like Impulsive just took me to a whole different level. And now we have a different lifestyle, and I have more opportunities coming out. God willing, people could see them coming in the future. And I give it all into the glory of God. I'm just here working, and this is the authority that I'm on.
So
God is my provider. I'm gonna love everyone around me equally, even the people that hate me. I'm gonna love them because they don't have a say what happens in my life. Mm-hmm. And that's just how I. But if you're asking me like, why haven't I never bring up Jesus to you?
No, I'm not asking that. I'm just wondering if there was like something like an event that happened, like a specific event, because that's. And I know of a lot of my friends that found God again, you know, like reborn through prison. Maybe they got arrested, and the only thing they really let you leave for in jail or whatever, it's like you can go out to the yard maybe once a week, and you can go to church once a week, and that's the only time you get to leave the dorm.
Yeah.
So when I was arrested in Miami, I was there for a few months, and I was just like, you know, you're bored. You're sitting there, you're in jail, and not much to do, you know. So they do the church call, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, you know, you get to go for a walk outside and go to the church, and you're all sitting there. You're all in orange jumpsuits, and you know, it's not like a church. It's just a room in the jail. But you know, you're talking, and they're telling you a story, and I think the preacher that was in the jail, the way he framed it was like, you are placed here. Like, think about what happened. Like, God needed to put you here in this spot for you to really sit down, slow down, and focus. And that really got to me, and that stuck with me for a while. And a lot of times, like, I have friends that have done, I was only there for a few months, so it wasn't, you know, like that life-changing. But my friend Cody, who was away for 4 years, he came out, and he, like, 4 years, a lot changes. You know, like he didn't know what AirDrop was. He didn't know what AirPods were. Basically, Apple's technology had changed a lot. The world was very similar.
That's such a funny way of putting it.
Yeah.
Apple had a few upgrades. Updates.
Yeah. I had to take him to the Apple store. He's like, yo, no wires, bro. This shit's great. But he did have
No wires.
he did have a phone in there, but it was like an older model of the iPhone. But yeah, he came out and he was so intense with it, you know, where he would come over to me and maybe I would be editing or something. Like, he doesn't really understand my lifestyle now, because when he went in, we were just selling weed, you know. So I didn't do stuff where it's like constantly 24/7. As a social media person, you have to be on it. You have to be thinking of ideas, what you're going to edit, what you have to do. So, you know, this photo life's so hard. But it is a lot. You know, your mind has to be on
it is.
And
a lot of people don't understand. But yeah, of course.
So
you yourself are doing 10 people's jobs.
Yeah, he would come up to me and he would be like, yo, enough of this. Read this. And he hands me the Bible. And I'm like, yo, bro, I appreciate it, but we got to keep these lights on, you know? Like, this is my job now. I know it looks like I'm goofing around making silly videos, but this is my career. And I like that he was there pushing me. Like, he got me to go back to church again, because I was raised
Amen.
Catholic. My parents are Catholic. They still go to church every Sunday, and they would take me. But around like 16, actually around like 13, they were just like, all right, I'm the baby too, so I wasn't like forced to do anything. They just let me do whatever I want. So they're like, all right, we're not going to force you to go, like, you know. And then I didn't go for a while, but like I said, ended up, you know, temptation really got to me, and I did some bad stuff. Nothing morally that wrong. I just bent the laws a little bit. You know, I'm going to do this. I'll sell weed. I'm not going to sell heroin, you know, because that kills people. They overdose. But I was selling weed because, you know, nobody dies from weed. It's decriminalized. It's just not as...
Did you smoke weed at that time?
I didn't smoke weed when I sold it, ironically. Now I smoke.
Was it because you don't want to, or is it because you just don't smoke your supply?
I just didn't like it.
Okay.
I wish I would have to test out pounds that I was buying, because all weed's different, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, I just had friends and I knew what, from the look and smell, I was able to figure out what.
I have a theory of what you're going on about, like about the, you know, him going to jail for 4 years. In the Bible, it very much explains the people that see God are the people that want to see God. Mm-hmm. So that scales, right? So when I was in my mind at the time when I got on Impulsive, you got to understand, like, my dream was to have everybody in the world know my art. And so at that time I was like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I got in this position, but the feeling was absent and it bothered me. And that actually is what stemmed my depression. I had like this really, really bad depression for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And I realized it was, my happiness came from God. So I searched for him, and then the more I searched, the more I found. So I really wanted to get wrapped up in his light more. So it doesn't matter where you're at. It's just, unfortunately, as human beings, we don't want to talk to God until we're in danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that is why that guy was like, you know, God had to bring you here. It's kind of like it's a parable, right? There was we had a situation, sorry to interrupt, but we were just down in Walgreens, and I said a little prayer down there, and it was answered immediately. And I'm not saying like it's a ridiculous thing. Steven's credit card that got declined down there. You prayed that his card would get declined?
I did, because I was filming it, and it was an embarrassing moment, and it was funny, and I really wanted that on video because he's just laughing at it, you know. Like, and I don't know why I got declined. He makes money, you know. It's not that. It's just Steven being there, awkward and nervous, and the card gets declined. And they're like, oh, we got a credit card declined up here. This is Steven Hoover. So I was just loving that. And then he pulled out another card, and he's like, watch this. No. How about this bad boy?
And it was like a cool
private
card.
member. It's like a metal card.
Yeah,
that
like
he got.
a sick looking card.
And I'm like, please, God, if you're going to answer anything for me, let it be this. make this one get declined. And it gets declined, and he was so certain that it was going to work. And I was like, thank you, God. And, bro, this is literally 10 minutes ago downstairs.
Well, I mean, if it makes you see God a little clearer, then by all
Bro.
means, I'm happy.
That was my moment right there. So I was just wondering if you had a moment like that. But it's even better. It's probably better that
Did you set up all of my my most vulnerable moments just for that?
Yeah, I
When
did.
students hard decline, bro.
I'm out of my mind, bro. I got mental problems.
That's so funny. I'm breaking out parables. I'm like, anyway, so if you want to really break this out, he goes, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
No, I mean, I wasn't trying to say
But God made his shit like decline and
got me a funny bit from my Snapchat. Thank God.
Can I ask you something if we're going to talk about like actual deep moments like this? Because I do
Yeah.
want to get into the deep side of things. We're not going to get, because we all know the situation that happened with you, and it's redundant for me to go and sit.
What situation?
You know,
I've been in a lot of situations.
the bigger one, the one that you made a doc over.
Okay, yeah. The recent one, yeah, I could be dead right now. I should be dead. It doesn't make sense that I'm not.
I want to get into the because we had a great conversation on the plane.
We did.
We're not going to get into what we talked about on the plane, but it was the first time in my life where I looked at you and I'm like, okay, I get it, bro. Like, you're jokes, but you're
No,
deep, bro.
but-
you are
but-
deep.
But Logan was in front of us with his girlfriend, and he was like trying to sleep, and George was just giving it to me. He's like, listen, this chapter of the Bible, read this tonight. Then I say something else. He's like, okay, this part of the Bible, I want you to read this. And he was just going on, and Logan at the end of it, he was like, George, come on,
bro. But again, like, dude, I don't. You asked
No,
me,
bro, I know.
Yeah, so
And
like people always go
I
like,
was
dude,
saying-
you just go up and bother me. I'm not Mormon, bro. I'm not knocking on your door asking you to talk.
Or
about my
like
God.
Cody when he first got out and he was institutionalized and just he took my laptop away. He's like, read this.
and
you
do
know?
5 push-ups.
Yeah, like you can't force it on people is what
Nah, you
where I was
can't.
going. I wasn't going to the Walgreens store. I was going to like you can't force religion on people. You said that. You're like you got to want
Never,
to.
bro. You can't. Because, dude, it's like you're only gonna see God when you want to see God. So when you were asking me these questions that were very deep, and it opened up my eyes, and I was like, dude, this guy, you have it. You have that layer in your heart that. Bro, I talked to some human beings in the world. I'm like, this guy's a fucking drone, bro. Like this, there's no way this guy's
Who?
real.
Name them.
I can't. But like there's who I'm talking about when it comes to like individuals that are in this industry or out of this industry. Like you see them and you're like, how do you sleep at night? Or how does your brain function like that?
Yeah.
There's a level of morals and ethics that these people don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm listening to that's why I surround myself with Logan and Mike, regardless of them being fucking chachas sometimes. Their
Yeah.
morals and their heart is always lined up. Mike is an amazing human being and will fucking be there for you in a second. Logan's the most generous person I've ever heard in my life. Like dude just gives everything he has. But when I
Yeah.
met you, I thought that you were just this good looking dude that tells jokes and is just trying to get from breaking bread here to just trying to move up. But when we had that conversation, I realized quick, bro, that you have this soft side to you that you don't like to show. And my question is to you, did you show that to your old friends? And how does it feel to see you separate yourself from that crew, bro? Because that's traumatic, bro. It is a traumatic experience.
You'd be surprised. Like a lot of the people I grew up with were Muslim, and you know that's an extreme religion. There's a lot of stuff that they abide by. You know, they don't drink alcohol, they don't eat bacon and stuff like this. And these are like things that come up often. You know, so you know, I always respected everybody's religion, and you know, I think it's cool. Whatever you believe in something, I think that gives you more of a moral conscience, and I think it's great that everybody has religion in their life. But I wasn't ever afraid to say I believe in God or like I'm religious. You know, it's never like I never had any shame in that. I would never not say like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say that. Well, over
No,
here.
I think you.
Answer the
I
question.
think
He was saying more
yeah.
about like your old friend, like with
Yeah.
them. Did you ever have like deep conversations with them about?
Yeah, did
like,
you have like
what's
No,
going
we
on
wouldn't get
inside?
deep about it, but we wouldn't hide it. You know, we wouldn't get deep about anything really.
It wasn't
you know?
even not religion aside, like anything, emotions.
No, I'm
anything?
talking about. I'll just flat out say this: the David Dobrik crew. To like this crew that you're growing and building with, like
No, never talked any religion with any of them. No.
not religion, bro. I'm just it's so funny that everything I say people just think it's religion. I think that's awesome, but like no,
And
it's not.
the only one that can translate in George language is Steven, because
He understands. Thank you, by the way,
No,
Steven.
like any deep talks with that group did you ever have? Like,
Bro,
did you ever
think about
cry
it,
with
like,
them? Did you ever-
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
not-
we were friends for a long, long time. The deepest talks I had would probably be with Jason. You know, Jason was like one of the guys I could relate to because he has life experience. You know, he's had it rough. He's had ups and downs, and even like, you know, Jonah I was close with, and
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to talk about this stuff because, bro, there's so many people that build a life with somebody. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. It could be like a business relationship. For example, my situation with Reed, and I asked God, I'm tired of having to start fresh with somebody. I want somebody who's loyal, that's next to me. So I'm watching you go from this crew, which I'll just blatantly say it. Like, I love the crew. I have nothing against the crew, but I could tell it's content. I could tell that it's not at a level of authentic that I would love to live by. But then I'm watching you leave that and building stuff like with Steven. And like, I've seen the conversations you guys have behind camera. Which one to you weighs more? And if you could go back in time and have all of that happen to you again, would you let it happen to you? Did it come out?
it's a lot of questions in there that you just, there's like multiple questions. So we'll break it down.
But I believe that you could answer all of them.
Yeah. Okay. We had a real close relationship with some of them. Some of them, the relationships were very surface level, and it was just for content. But no, I mean, I don't regret anything. Obviously, to go back from the accident, I would go back in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because of vision wise, that shit bugs me every day when I look. Like
But
if I go to
question-
look at Reed right now, I get pissed off because I'm like, that don't work because of this. You know?
Is it getting better, or is it like
No,
I know-
it's done. Eye shit's, it is what it is. Like I've tried getting surgery a bunch, but it didn't really work out. So that like bummed me out a little bit. But like I said, I could be dead. I could be blind. I'm like
Grateful.
and I'm past that part. It's been 2.5 years now. You know, in the beginning, yeah, those were my friends. And Steven asked me a good question on the way over. He was like, "Did you have other friends like that?" Like, because I was telling him like I've been friends with George for 8 years. When he called me, it said George Vine, and he was like, "Did you like have other friends?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I had other friends." But when I got so invested with that crew, I stopped hanging out with like a lot of other people, and you know, you just don't really maintain relationships as much anymore. But once all that ended, for whatever reasons, like what came right back to you guys, not came right back, but
No, I know. I know
did
exactly what you're
impulse it,
saying, bro.
And we picked up right where we left off.
Yeah, that's what a good friendship is. You could say bye to somebody for 3 years, and if it's real and authentic, as soon as you see each other, it's like right where you guys left off. And I feel like that's how we always are.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I was hesitant to jump into another group of content creators, you
Yeah, no
know,
shit.
and especially with one like Logan, as big as Logan is, and the
Yeah.
stuff that like Logan's been, you know, like it's not like I feel like I relate to Mike and Logan more than most of the other guys in the crew. We have similar interests, and Mike is more my speed with like the way he jokes around, the way he talks. You know, East Coast guy, and like has a dark past. You know, has a history with addiction and shit like that. So Mike and I were like actually really good friends. I would consider Mike one of my best friends, and I said it the other day for the first time. I was like, "Holy shit! Did I just say that out loud? Is Mike my best friend?"
I love how you went like something was caught in his throat.
You're like, whatever.
Do you know you remind me of, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but a pit bull that is just fucking ready to rip any dog's head off, but like very like sensitive, but
Like
has
a
the
bull- like a
capability to
bulldog.
fucking just shred all of us up.
Like a little bulldog,
Yeah.
like an English bulldog.
That was like, you know,
No.
mistreated.
Jeez, way to bring that up.
It's okay.
Not, you know.
It's okay. But no. So what was
What was that?
So back to that, because there was a lot of questions in there. What was the last one that you said?
Well, you just answered about like moving from crew to crew. So I guess the next question is like,
Oh yeah, I was
setting
hesitant.
your own like.
yeah, I was hesitant. But yeah, like I love it because you guys understand the business. You get like how we have to move and film shit. Like I have my real crew too. That's like my everydays, like Steven and Kyle and Oscar and the girls that I work with for the products. And she also had the website Nev and Mackenzie and
Oh, Nev, I love Nev.
Yeah, Nev's the best. She's
You've been friends with Nev for a very long time.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
talented.
Yeah, as soon as I had something to do with like my life goal, which was the products, I hit up Nev because I just trust her with everything. And yeah, like I have my team that I can actually count on. Like I am responsible for it. If something goes wrong with one of them, I'm responsible for it. Vice versa. If I go down, you know, it's going to affect these guys. So I'm aware of that. And yeah, like I
Does
don't
that put
regret
stress on you?
I don't regret like what happened. Yeah, if I could go back to do like an injury thing, yeah, I would go back. But no, all the lessons I've learned in life from everything, the worst shit that ever happened to me were the best lessons. Obviously, I know that like goes without saying, but yeah, I learned a lot from those shitty fucking situations. But like I always say, that Tame Impala line is like one of my favorite quotes. Eventually, terrible memories will turn into great ones because you take so much away from the terrible memories, and you look back at them, you're like,
those are the best stories.
yeah, and you feel that pain. You know, you actually experience these emotions, and if you're just, I don't know, I think those emotions are important to really like embrace, feel them. You know, live in them. Like if you could cry, even you're just alive, you're crying, just fucking enjoy it. Just picture you're in a movie.
What was the last time you cried?
And you had a nice film camera, a nice fucking A24 like
A24,
setup.
okay.
Yeah, and you're just crying,
Yeah.
listen to like some
Stan.
dope soundtrack. Yeah, Stan or something.
When was the last time
8
you
Mile.
cried? Steven, you think about yours.
Oh man, Nerf dying. Yeah, that was rough.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think you texted me too.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, no,
it's
that
your
was
best friend, and I knew him since 1600.
Yeah.
And by the way, like he was the oldest dog I think I've ever met in my life. Like that.
Yeah, same.
He I think he exited your life at the perfect time, bro. I think he knew to stay with you, and I think that.
Oh, he was hanging on for a while. There was like a part, like the last year of Nerf's life, he was just uncontrollably pissing on everything. He would be in the background of Steven. He made one of your TikToks go viral because Steven was doing like a bit, and it was pretty funny. Like, you know, but you got to know Steven, you got to know the bit that he's doing, kind of.
Yeah.
But when you just see a dog randomly start pissing, because you can't cue a dog to piss. You can't be like, yo, piss now. So Nerf just started ripping, he let it rip like a fire hose in the back of his video, and all the comments were just, yo, that dog just started pissing like crazy. And the algorithm picked it up, and it went fucking nuts. So, yeah, Steven, there you go. Nerf gave you a little blessing right before he took off.
I'm
That's
so
awesome.
sorry about Nerf. That must be hard.
Oh,
I met him
no, thank
once.
you.
Had the pleasure.
When was the last time you cried?
Last night.
Why?
I swear to God, you know what is so weird about what he just said?
Dude,
and
it's
it was
so funny.
about just video on Nerf. I swear.
No,
I swear
bro.
on everything.
No way.
I swear on everything. Ask Aaron. He walked in on me and I was like, oh.
No
Set up. I
way.
was like, I'm good.
You were watching
Isn't
it
that
and you're
weird?
thinking back on Nerf.
I know. I just thought that was how weird that was. And when you said that was also my last time was about Nerf. It was
Really?
a sad video. It was like he started.
Yeah.
Never seen him cry before, so he started crying.
Oh,
and made
is
me
it the, yeah, I cried in two things. I cried in the video where we did the memorial where we spread his ashes, and then we skydived out of the balloon, which was crazy because
No,
you're
it was
like,
the podcast.
yeah, the podcast with Mike, that was deep too. And look, Mike came through to, you know, he was there for me when Nerf passed. He showed up. Not like, you know, you were like everybody. I had so many people reach out. It was so nice. Everybody really understood. But yeah, Mike came by, and fuck, man, I was. It's tough to like look at pictures of Nerf. Like was such a big part of the content, but like I was making an Instagram post about him, and having to actually write that when somebody passes, like
It hits.
you know that you anticipated that moment for so long, and then when you're finally in that moment doing it, and you're like, you have to say goodbye, like it's your last message to your best friend, and like I was going through a lot at that moment. It was the day he passed, and like now I got to go through. I have more pictures of Nerf than I have with anybody in the world, and I have to go through, pick my favorites, make a nice caption. You know, it's one time you get to do that, and that's it. So I'm having Mike proofread it and like help me with it, because I was just like, all, you know, Mike is good with his grammar or whatever. So Mike's German videographer comes over, David, who has a very cold
Bro,
personality.
he
very, very stone cold.
So cool.
fucking shit. What he do?
And he comes into the room. What is this? Everybody on their phones. What is this generation? I'm like, yo,
Such a David
bro.
line.
I was like, yo, I'm doing my fucking dead dog post right now. I can't wait for your fucking dog to die. And as he's walking his dog, I was ready to kill at that moment. And he came in right fucking perfect timing, David. Read the room, bro. Read the room.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
We're all there crying.
The
We're
fact
not
that he brought
scrolling
his
fucking
dog
TikTok.
to
Yeah.
fucking David, bro. That's why
Yeah.
we call him German David.
Yeah. But that's just David, you know, and I like him for him. You know, I know that's his personality. I get it. But it was just funny in that moment that like he fucking comes in there, and that's when he decides to say, "What is this generation?"
Mike like there now? Huh? Was Mike like this? Like there now?
No, Mike knew. Mike was like, "Yo, if you get up and strangle him right now, I don't even care." Yeah,
their relationship is
interesting,
very interesting. It's kind of like watching Roseanne, but the BTS, where they actually hate each other and they don't like working with each other, but they actually air that instead of like anything else. Like, it's the funny. Like people are like, oh, they really don't hate each other. No, they do. Like he's actively looking to replaase David all the time.
He needs to go on
but like
do a Craigslist post, huh? Mike won't pay that $20. That's the thing. He would have an issue with that,
bro. You know how funny it is to watch David go, "Shut up, man! You haven't even paid me in 3 months." And Mike goes, "Man, you know how it is."
Yeah, like David is like, he's not always the bad guy. He's got to put up with Mike, who is nonstop up at 8 a.m. There could be like I mean, bro, he lives in that house with the Ring cameras everywhere. David gets up for a snack in the middle of the night. Mike's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" what's going? It's just
imagine living with Mike as the home owner, bro. Even Logan couldn't deal with it. He's like, "Bro, I can't deal with this." Like, if you leave a mess anywhere, like if this is the coaster and you go, he'll be like, "What are you fucking born in a fucking?" Yeah. Oh no, you don't have to do that. I was just doing that for.
Well, that's on the table as well.
No, don't worry about it, bro.
He's a Karen big time.
But you know what?
But it's like, Mike, did you forget you did heroin underneath a bridge, bro? Relax,
no, you know what? And I think that's the reason why he's that way, because he's like, this is like my first house that I bought. This is my furniture that I own, and he's so proud to have gone to this point that he's like, you know, when you just finally get something and you want it to be perfect, you know?
Bro, I actually thought about Mike last night. This just reminded me. I this is gonna sound so stupid, but I'm in the middle of my prayer, and I pray for my friends. So like I think about them, and I literally just takes a second. And I'm like, am I roasting this guy about his drug addiction too much? Like I really took a second to be like, that, you know, erased 10 years of his life. Like, are any of the jokes that I shoot at him where he laughs, like in his mind he goes, oh, like, so now I'm gonna like kind of hang back on the. You think?
No, that's just a part of it. You have to own those things. As a comedian, you need to be able to lean into your darkest, most embarrassing things. I think that's what makes people the funniest, you know?
Yeah, I get it. 100%.
If you're going to dish it, you got to be able to take it. And he dishes it back to you too, you know?
Oh, yeah, he does.
It's a fair trade-off. You got to be that way in this business. You have to be.
You have to have thick skin, bro. You really have to have thick skin. I literally just had this
quote. You gotta not give a fuck, and you gotta fucking give it back. Like,
nah, bro, I think that's a dangerous slope. I think once you go not giving a fuck, I think then you stop giving a fuck about things you should be giving a fuck about. I think it's like a poison in the heart.
I see what you're saying. But like he took like a mental health break around Christmas time, not because of me, because he's beefing with somebody else.
Said that pretty quick.
But but no, we've always had a good relationship. But he was like about the barbershop, we're like really aggressive to each other, and sometimes he's like, "Wait, are you kidding? Are you actually,
Dude, that was a great impression, bro. That was a great impression.
Are you actually mad at me? Are you actually mad?"
Do an impression of him. Go.
Yeah, that's good.
Fucking motherfucker.
You fucking motherfucker. You dumb fuck. Oh, that's so great. So
that's how you laugh.
Yeah, but no, we were like getting into it, and I was like, bro, just dish it back, because some of my favorite things about because he replaced another guy that used to be there on the show with me. And his name we won't say, even though we talked about it 20 minutes ago. But he would come right at me about my eye, you know, like fresh, right out the gate. Like my shit was still fucked up. It was barely.
That's a little fucked up.
You know, like
you need to give it some time, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was hanging on by a thread, and he was like, "Yo, Cyclops." Everything he said was fucking. I can't tell if you're looking at me or. He was just nonstop. He was even repeating the same jokes. We're like, bro, that made the cut last episode. You said for the last 7 episodes, like enough. But I just told Steven, like, you know, don't be afraid to say horrible things to me. You know, just throw shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Well, that's why he got a sketchbook. He's gonna write them down.
Oh, he did it the last
Explain to me, what is
the
this?
last episode
What
he was
is this
doing
for?
it. I don't know. He's been painting. It's therapy.
Well, no, I honestly thought. Well, I thought it was gonna be like over there or something else.
Yeah, he was just coming to hang. I don't think he knew that he was gonna do the.
Wait. Hold on. You thought like, all right, well, Jeff's doing the podcast. Let me just stop at Walgreens real quick and get a coloring book. Yeah. You are literally the cutest human being I've ever met in my life, dude. Is this one of these things where you have to color in? Because if it is, I'm shitting bricks
No, it's
right
just white paper.
now. Oh,
and
okay.
paint.
Damn, so you're
Yeah.
like an artist.
Yeah,
Not
creativity.
really. I
Creative
never painted
freedom.
before, but
Damn.
It sounded fun.
Color in the lines. What are we, babies?
There's no lines in this. It's just paper.
Your imagination.
Yeah.
What's next for you, bro?
Good question. Fucking podcast, make YouTube videos.
You never want to do the fight scene, bro? Because I know, like, dude, by
Nah,
the
I
way,
gotta
what the
take care
fuck
of
did
the-
you just go around swinging at people at the beach a month after your first surgery for your eye?
Bro, I got mental problems. I love combat sports so much, and like I said with comedy, like I wasn't ready to let that accident just become, me
I
for
know,
the rest of
but
my
bro,
life.
that's so fresh.
I
It's
know.
so
Well,
fresh.
no, it wasn't that fresh. I hadn't said anything about it, so it seemed fresh to you. But that was about a year and a half in.
That's still fresh, bro, for a punch?
And also, it was not like hard sparring. The guys knew. I was like, we said it off camera. We were
Oh,
like,
watch out. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So, and Steven is the only one that hit me in the eye, and we actually think that it straightened it out
Steven. No
because
way.
it was so like fucked up at that time, and he knocked it back into place, and it's finally started looking good after that.
Wow.
Are you fucking with
I
me?
swear, bro. We've said it on podcast. We like it. Steven's always said it too. He's like, "Yo, I fixed your eye."
That's
This kid needs
hilarious.
to be an optometrist, a neuro.
Was it? Did you see that hit coming, or did he get you clean?
It was we both jabbed at
Each
the same
other.
time.
Yeah.
Good for you, Steven.
And yeah, it was like we both connected at the same time. But
So
it was
you
like
got
a
the-
little tap,
You have the podcast.
and then I made him pay for it. Mm-hmm. But he kind of just like healed up and he knew that he was like, oh fuck, here we go.
And just
Knocked me out.
did it hurt?
No, I didn't
no,
knock
no.
you out, bro.
Yeah, it
One
hurt.
day he's gonna put together a video on me of all these things.
His sketches are just
Why I
like
left
dead
Team
cats.
10.
He's just so sad. He's like,
Remember those Why I Left Team 10 videos? Why I Left Jeff FM? It's gonna be a lot less
I would
views.
never do that.
yeah, you would. You texted me. You were like, hey, do you want to collab on this? And I said,
Right.
I'm not even part of your Jeff.
That'd be my
FM.
credible source.
That might hit 50K if you're lucky. Not those Team 10 numbers. 10 mil to leave Team 10. 10 mil
Damn.
views
Do you
or
remember those
something.
days?
Yeah, of course. I
Everybody
remember.
would just leave.
yeah,
just
sign up,
exiting.
leave to get that thumbnail. Why I left Team 10. Bro.
What hurt me, bro, it was like I watched. I'm not gonna get into the Team 10 shit, but like Jig was always a good dude. He was never doing anything like
Yeah.
terrible, and the way they painted him was just kind of fucked up. Moving on from that, that was like 10 years
It's
ago.
a bunch of kids,
What's
right?
next, bro? So you got the podcast, you got this.
I don't think anything was
products going
wrong
on.
with the Team 10 model. I think Jake saw Straight Outta Compton. I remember you guys asked me, you're like, yo, we're putting this thing together. Jake saw Straight Outta Compton was what sparked it. He
Bro,
saw
when he
the
brought
men-
you downstairs into the dungeon
Yeah,
room.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
And
god.
I really
What?
liked you guys, but I just wasn't ready to sign that,
By the way, thank you. I'm flattered that you're like you guys.
You were a part of it. You were an accomplice for Team 10.
I was just their first. You know what it was? I
Test
think
study?
I was their test study.
Yeah.
And I think I was just a success.
yeah.
But I think they just, they forgot that I'm just fucking talented, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Look at what it did for some of those people. I like if it's on you at the end of the day. Like you could put people on and whatever, but if they're not talented, if they're not likable, if they're not creative, they're gonna figure out how to monetize that clout or whatever you want to call it. Then they're gonna fucking disappear or whatever. But like look at Alyssa Violet. I just saw her at the wedding. She's fucking crushing it. She's doing great. She made a career out of all that. Yeah, she signed a contract.
She's an
or whatever.
anomaly, though, bro.
I guess so. Yeah.
She is an
'Cause I don't
anomaly.
as I'm saying this, I'm like, who else was in it? I don't.
No, there's people that came out of Team 10 that like Lucas and Marcus have a pretty good YouTube channel, and they're still doing. They have to be doing good. They have like all these sports cars, but Alyssa Violet was just an anomaly because, bro, this girl could leave YouTube for like a year, come back and destroy the numbers.
Yeah.
I, honest to God, and I'll say this in front of Logan and Jake, if she did a quarter of the work that Logan or Jake did,
Yeah.
she would blow them out of the water without even a
'cause
blink.
she's funny
bro.
too. She's a good personality. She's actually like, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
So what's next, bro? Might as well pull this shit out of you, bro. Like,
Well, we some of my favorite things to do over the past few years were documentaries. Like we made a few docs, or like docu-series, or like kind of like a mockumentary type series. Like we did those weight loss shows, and then we got into the documentary that was supposed to be like just a skydiving documentary, like me getting my license. And then it became this whole accident thing. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to put out the accident, I want to control this narrative. I want to put like my own life story in it, just so people see. They're like, okay, I get it. I understand this guy's life. Also, that was, the sugar-coated version, that doc. And, there's things that I left out that I don't know if we'll ever see the light of day, but I want to make more docs. I have a documentary idea. I don't know.
I think it will, bro.
Yeah.
Don't delete it.
No, I have like a fucking, if I die or something, like I already spoke about this with Oscar, like make the doc. If I die, he has like what he needs to make a fucking cool ass documentary about my life and tell the real stories of things.
I pray that you're alive, like
God
that's always a
forbid.
plus.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to be dead for it.
Thanks.
Why don't you just have somebody leak it so that way it's not you?
No, I don't know. We'll figure
We
it
can
out.
then go
But-
back to this part.
But so I just wrote like a concept for a doc, because documentaries you kind of write in the edit, and that's where you figure out like the storytelling and all that. So you just got to pick up the camera and start filming for a documentary. So I have this really good idea, or I think it's a good idea. I think it's like something that's meaningful. It has a good message behind it. It'll make a positive impact in the world, or at least this country, with something that's going on. And we're going to start shooting that soon. Barbershop season is coming back. Well,
I love the barbershop, bro.
Thank you.
It's
that's
so
my bread and butter,
good,
because that's
bro.
the products and the brand and everything, and that's
No,
my
but
whole
it's
life.
good. It's like a great concept, and I can't see anybody else doing it besides you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just a little tricky because
Not everybody needs a haircut, right?
Not everybody needs a haircut, and video podcasts on YouTube have now blown up, and it's not as rare as it was when we started the barbershop. It was like a cut down, because the barbershop is like a cut down podcast essentially, with a haircut included, so there's a visual aspect to it.
Yeah, of course.
It's comedy, whatever. It's like, improv. So it's almost like if people want a podcast, they'll watch a podcast, so you could keep it on in the background as you're doing your dishes or fucking folding laundry, whatever. And if people want to watch a YouTube video or like a quick skit, they'll watch TikTok. So it's now like a weird in between. Like a lot of the TikToks that we cut out of the barbershop will do really well,
Yeah.
or the Snapchat version of it will do really well. So I'm kind of like having to spread it out now, but barbershop we're picking it up. We're doing one a week now for the next like few months. We'll do that seasonal, because Jeff FM is now it's become the bread and butter, the focus, but also the haircut and the barbershop. The brand is my life and everything. So yeah, those two are the big ones. And
What would you say is like your favorite endeavor thus far? Is it the documentaries?
I
or?
do stuff for a little bit, and then I switch it up just to keep it fresh. Like I get really into things, and I'm like fully obsessed, and then I have to like switch it up to keep them fresh. So it was really nice when I was doing the barbershop for a little bit, and then I would switch it up and do like a docu-series on like weight loss, and have a bunch of funny fat guys come, and we'd all see who could lose the most weight, and that was a series that we did. And then
Jonah was a part of that, right? Or no?
Yeah. He was the winner. He won it. He won them all. He won like $50,000 in total of like the 3 series that I did. But yeah, we did that, and then I would go back to the barbershop, and I would be so excited to get back to it, because I was like, I missed this, and then I'd burn out from that, and I was like, oh fuck, let's go back and do another series idea. There's no rules to this game. As a video creator, if you find something that works, that your audience likes, then you're fucking blessed, You get to make what you want. Like, you just started your own podcast. I'm sure you love your freedom that you have over here.
Bro, it gave me more confidence. I feel like I am. A lot of people think I'm like an employee for Impulsive, but I am an owner. I'm a partner.
Yeah. How
And
much % do you have?
I can't say. Believe it or not, Impulsive is not like my financial bunny, but it's just, bro, like everybody knows me from Impulsive.
Of course,
It put me
yeah.
on. I have all the opportunities. I got to be doing stand up. Logan literally just goes, here's everything I've ever worked for. Here, take it. And I go, oh, thank you. I had a renegotiation clause at last year around December, and my attorney called me. He goes, you ready to call? And I go, no. I go, because I feel like what I'm getting is more than what I even deserve. So I'm like, I'm grateful for it. So I don't even want to negotiate for more. I'm not in it for money, bro. Like, I'm blessed financially. I could put food on the table. Everybody here could pay their bills. I just want to create and make sure that I'm in line with God's purpose, and everything else would be taken care of. Okay, cool. Well, dude, I wanna get into one more thing.
Cool.
If you could go back in time and talk to your 16-year-old self, right when your parents gave you the freedom to choose any decision you want to do, if you want to go to church, if you don't want to go to church, if you want to chase whatever you want to do, this is the same kid that walked away from church, is now getting into some temptation, selling drugs, doing all this stuff. If you could go back and have a 2-minute conversation what is the things that you bring to his attention to stay away from or stay closer to?
I mean, what would I tell my 16-year-old self?
Yeah, I mean, because I know there's an American Jeff out there right now, bro, in the same exact shoes that you were in, 16 years old. So I want him to hear your voice as the future self.
I would probably just say, like, just keep it simple. Like, don't be scared to take the risks that you're about to take and enjoy the ride. You know, it's
So they're gonna
I'm
do crime.
fucking sorry, but all I kept picturing is like, poof, and he like time travels, and then the younger Jeff's like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, just like keep it simple, bro."
I'm only going to tell you, I know I have this moment, but I'm only here for 10 seconds. And then I'm dipping out. You know? I don't got
Hey,
time
do you got
for
any
this
more
shit.
weed? Real quick, I got I don't want to stop at the dispo. You know, I'm already here.
I mean, what can I really say? You know, I wouldn't change many things except for that, probably the one situation. And there would be a few things, but no, like, I moved away young. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 17. And then I tried to move back in at like 17 and a half. My dad was like, nah, you're out. You're fucking done. You want to leave? You're hot shot? You're done. And, you know, and he was cool. He like let me back in. But then I moved to Miami at like 18, 19, like very young to move.
I would love to see you in Miami, bro.
Yeah. Well, I was just there on like a vacation, and I saw they were opening up this barbershop. It was all decked out, like the stickers covering the windows because it wasn't open yet. And it was just all these athletes and celebrities, and it was called like Hall of Fame Barbershop. And I was like, this looks sick. And I want to be a part of this. This is like what I want to be doing, you know. You don't really meet people in Staten Island. There's not a lot of opportunity. Now, fucking everybody is from there all of a sudden. Pete Davidson and the Practical Jokers.
He's
and
the king, right? Isn't he the king of Staten Island?
Uh,
What's the movie called?
It's a fiction movie. It's not it's not real, you know. It's
So you're the king?
I don't know. I'd say Pete is more like the prince. I'm a little older than him. Pete's crushing
You're
it.
older than Pete?
Pete's young, yeah. He's like 27,
Fuck Pete
26.
Davidson, bro. Like, low key, I hope this gets clipped. If he watches this, fuck you, bro. I'm tired of watching you depressed. Fucking every fucking top model getting paid more than anybody. What are you fucking depressed about, bro? What are you depressed about? Being the it guy?
Bro,
that like a girl like
it
fucking
don't-
just
it don't
comes out
work
and like,
like that.
can't wait till Pete fucks her. Like, bro, and you have a rumor you have the biggest dick? Fuck you, bro.
Does?
That should cure your depression, asshole.
Holy.
If you have depression and then you spontaneously have a huge dick, that's an oxymoron, bro. You can't be walking around depressed with a dick like that. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking pissed at this dude.
You can't. You're right.
Yeah, look, I'm proud of Pete. He's fucking he's
It's killing it. He's funny.
killing it. Yeah.
His stand-up bit where he came at Ariana Grande, I was like,
Oh,
okay.
he did kill it. Yeah,
He killed it, bro.
Yeah,
crushed
he's
it.
very
He killed it, and he did it in a tasteful way, which is
He's got a new show that he's doing in Staten Island. So he puts Staten Island on the map, and he stays living there. My family still lives there. So
Oh, he still lives there?
yeah, he still lives in Staten Island. I think he got a place in the city now, but he lived at his
Okay.
mother's house. He lived with his mother, or I'm sure he bought a new house and had his mother live there, and yeah, stayed true to Staten Island. But for me, it didn't work. I needed more, so I moved, and I took a bunch of risks, and there were moments where I would stress along the way, and that's probably the only thing that I would be like, don't stress, because it's all going to work out, or it won't. You'll be dead, and then
Do you
you
still
won't
stress
know.
out now, though?
Yeah, of course.
So why don't you take your advice?
Easier said than done. You
Of
know,
course.
there's shit that just happens with people's brains, and every day is a new day. So like, if I have a good day going, great. If then I could wake up the next day and shit's bad, and then I got to do therapy or I got to go run 20 miles or something.
Are
to
you
fix my-
actively in therapy?
Yeah, I do it. I try to do it every week, but sometimes I get busy and I have to cancel it. But I try to.
Have you seen a difference in your life since?
Yeah, it helps. It's just good to talk.
Same
and-
therapist?
No, you didn't get a therapist, did you?
I don't do therapy.
I just did it like
You don't do therapy?
No.
Wait, I thought you said you did therapy.
No, he was.
You just assumed that. Same therapist.
The shoe fits.
Lied about going to therapy.
Because therapists can't relate to this like this career so like niche
So
and, like,
dumb. Such a
rare,
dumb
it
answer
sounds.
to say.
and like they
They'll
can't.
never
they don't-
understand my success.
No, not.
No,
I'm, well, I'm not
I'm
successful.
joking,
I
I'm
wouldn't say-
joking.
I'm just like they don't get it. I feel like they can't like.
Did you
relate.
try?
No.
Exactly. There you
You
go.
find somebody that's right for you, or even if it's just
That's
about
so
talking
awkward,
things
talking
through.
The
to some
fact
random
that
stranger.
American Jeff is telling you to try therapy is like, bro, like what the fuck did I just walk in? Like I can't bro, if I've watched your progression of life And sitting here watching you mentor a Steven, like this gentleman here, like it's a beautiful thing to watch you progress. You've become an amazing grown man.
Thank you, George.
I'm very proud of you.
We met, and can I say where we met?
Of course.
Strip club.
Did we?
Yeah, you were
Where?
there with your boys, and I was there with my boys at the time.
Where-
Actually,
what-
I was with Cody still. You
Was
know
this
Cody,
in
my friend?
L.A. or Vegas?
L.A. It was
The Foreplay Gentleman Club? Four.
probably somewhere like fucking
Do
ratchet.
you know how many-
Foreplay gentleman club.
Do you know how many times Belle's like, come on, let's go to a strip club? I'm like, no, bro, we're
Yeah,
not
you
going to a
won't
strip
freaking
club.
take me. Like,
I
I
think
just
you
want
had
to go and have
I'm not
a.
going to a strip club, bro.
I wanna
Even
throw-
when I was at the strip club, it was just uncomfortable, bro. Like, I don't like.
I know, but I just want to go. You know.
Then
Like,
you go with
take
your
me for
friends, bro.
funsies.
Go hang out.
Yeah,
Fucking
I want to
jump
go
up
and
there,
have a
dance
grand
little
old
bit.
time. You know.
Dude, she was like, come on. I probably have the coolest girlfriend. Sometimes I genuinely am like, damn, like you really need that like fucking badass dude that's like, yeah, fucking. And when we go to strip, let's do fucking blow off their asses. But like, I'm just kind of like, let's stay home and read Proverbs.
Who do you think I am?
I get it. Yeah, but no, back then I don't think we were getting too crazy. I just saw you there, and I remember you showed me like Vine. You showed me like that you were doing Vine.
Yeah, I
I
just started. I was only on
I
for
know,
like a few months.
I know. You were excited about it.
Yeah, very
and
excited.
Of course, you know, it was a new thing to the world. Nobody knew where it would go.
Did you do social media before you got into the social
Nah.
media realm? Me neither, bro. I didn't even know what Vine was.
And then it was like, you know, I met Rudy and we became friends, kind of. And then he was just like, "Oh, let me throw you in this." And then I was around it for a while. And you know, I made videos when I was young, like 14. I made like YouTube videos, but they were like wannabe jackass videos. You know, like I would do like some stupid shit or like a street interview or something. Way back then, I was doing those, and I used to have to film with my laptop, with the camera on the laptop.
No.
Yeah,
The
I would
webcam.
use like the photo booth camera on my laptop.
I love those.
Yeah, I was film like dirt bike wheelie videos, like stunt videos on that. and
With the
shit.
laptop.
Yeah, with the-
I
with
saw
the
one of
laptop.
those in the Facebook anniversary
Oh
things.
my god! Oh no!
Dude.
Is my Facebook still up? I gotta delete that.
Dude, I got my cousin. His name's Goril. G, we call him because Goril is like such a hard name to explain to friends. Like, hey, his name's Goril. Goril.
Yeah.
Let me just start over because that sounded weird, right? We'll cut from here. I had a cousin.
You to go to Yale.
Yeah, you said it right though, so I'm actually pretty proud of you. We'll keep it in. And he texted me. He goes, "Dude, it's been 12 years since Mr. Pinnacle. Now hear me out, bro. I have a video, and I can't wait to release this one day. I went to a school called Pinnacle High School, and they hated the shit out of me, bro. Probably because I was annoying and I talked and I just like had a lot of ambition, and people just didn't like that. And being a weirdo back in the day was like, you're just a weirdo. You're not cool. Now it's cool to be a weirdo. I just missed it by a little bit, but it was so bad, bro. They were like, so Mr. Pinnacle is like all the guys go up on this like talent show thing, and everybody at the school goes. It's a very big event, and it's not even during school hours. Like you have to come on a Friday or Saturday. It's just a really nice event, and you get to do all your talent shows. You even get to walk on stage with your mom with fun music, and I was involved in it. And every time I was on stage, they would throw shit at me. So they would throw shoes or water bottles, or like it got so bad that right before I got to perform my song that I wrote, the principal came to me and she goes, "Hey, I think it's a good idea if you don't perform." Like they just really don't like you.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
I knew that my mom and dad and the principal were talking about me leaving that school. So this was like the last time I could perform at the school. And I was like, please, all I ask is just let me perform. And I went on stage, and dude, on camera, you could just see people booing. My mom's crying. My dad's like just uncomfortable. My best friend's trying to fight the whole crowd, but you can't because it's the whole crowd.
Yeah.
And
Kave?
no, Kave was laughing the whole time.
makes more
Kave's the
sense.
friend that would be
Makes
like,
more
"Damn, this
sense.
dude's fucking hated," and he just like laughed.
Joins in.
Yeah, boo, you suck. And I went in, and the first thing I said before my music started, I go, "Hey, I this performance is for every one of you that boos me."
Yeah.
And I performed, and dude, literally as I performed, at the end of it, when I hit this, and by the way, I wasn't great, but I think it was just I had so much balls that like literally the school was kind of like, "Damn, like this fucking kid like doesn't give a shit."
Yeah.
And they gave me a standing ovation afterwards.
That's impressive.
And I left the
Creative.
school, bro. Never came back. It was fucking cool, bro. It was like a cool moment.
Yeah, that's like a fucking teen like come of age film. or
And I have it
something.
on camera, bro. How
Yeah?
cool is that? Oh
I
yeah.
gotta see that.
Oh, I love to show.
Post that
I
on
look at it all
YouTube.
the time when I'm sad. I go, "Look where you come." Look how far you come. Look how they hated
Yeah.
you. You know, it's so funny. Everybody always asks me, like, dude, you ever wish you could go back and see those, like, the teachers that played pots and pans of my music? Like, my teacher played a YouTube video of my music when it came out, and then a YouTube video of people banging pots together, and she had the class vote what sounded better. And everybody voted pots and pans.
Damn.
And by the way, Kave was in that class, and he voted pots and pans too. Like,
Kave.
Of course.
yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
So
Kave's that ball breaking friend you need.
have to. He's the one that like humbled me and made me realize that I ain't shit. I'm sorry. Why did I bring that up? I felt like there was a reason why I brought.
Mr. Pinnacle Facebook.
No. The pots and pans, the school. I don't know why I brought that up. I felt like there was a reason why I brought that up, but
It's your show.
it is my show. I'm
the name
not
on the
used to
wall.
talking this much. This is kind of crazy.
You
dude.
want to hear TikTok news? Or
Yes.
You do?
Yes, please. So Belle has this amazing segment that I'm so excited about. I love it.
TikTok news.
TikTok news where she just gets into it. I got roasted in the comment section because I don't
He
show
bullies me.
appreciation.
For
The TikTok
current
news?
events and all right, yeah.
People
that's
feel like I'm bullied.
I mean, we try to implement some of this stuff over on JFFM.
Do you do this? You do the
yeah.
weather segment,
We do a bunch of shit like
which
this.
was weird, dude. The guy was on like a Zoom call and he didn't talk about weather at all.
I know he's the worst weatherman ever. I'm looking for a new one.
Yeah,
I've been
right
looking
there.
for a new guy to do the weather, but you know it's nice. I know, like
Where are you going?
it's
The
the next
little
day.
piss to pee again.
If you
Again?
Small
you
bladder.
tripped on that wire.
Small
You have to
bladder
pee
Steve.
again? Does he have diabetes?
Probably.
Georgie.
No.
I do like all the sound effect things you have going
Actually,
on in yours.
Starchy. I actually do like the sound of it.
No, I do. I think it's so cool. Like you can add in so many effects and music.
All right, that's cool. I used to do them myself, but then I was like thinking about it all the time, and I just kind of made Kyle like understand my brain, like what we would like to do. Like I just started saying the sound bites. There you go. Yeah. Like I just started going Kyle, brr, 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 and then it would be a brr, 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 brr.
Yeah,
You have that one?
we make effects with our noise, with our mouths.
It's very nice.
This is how I get into bed every night.
Yeah. Did you program these
No.
specifically?
We never use these ever.
Okay.
I just thought it would be funny
Stock?
to have
Yeah.
them on.
Yeah, it's
for you.
cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Babe, get into the news.
All right. TikTok news. Okay, so has Colombia finally figured out what to do with Pablo Escobar's hippos? Have you wondered?
I know about this, yeah.
Oh, you know about that? Let's go. Okay.
Because he bought so many foreign animals, it messed up the ecosystem.
Yeah. Okay. So these hippos are the
See, no, but stop. Do you see how he introduced it versus you? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hate, and I get the comment section is going to go after me, but I have to do some adjustment. The way he just reeled me in with his, like, clickbaiting, like, Pablo Escobar ruined the ecosystem by adopting too many animals or still.
Well,
No,
like,
he,
now,
bought,
he's
he
j-
bought exotic animals.
I'm fucking complimenting you right now.
You know, like Mike
just
Tyson
take
already
it.
bought the tiger? Now picture that on a whole nother level. Pablo Escobar made $500 million a day. He was making like $1 billion every couple days.
He had his own
Insane.
zoo.
Yeah, he bought all types of wild animals, and then when he died, these animals still are existing in Colombia. So they don't belong there. You're not supposed to have
No.
elephants and fucking rhinos and shit, hippos, like crazy animals that you only see in like safaris or
How
something.
did he die?
He got killed by the FBI. They went out there and popped him in the head on the roof. I went to his grave. I went to Colombia. I visited his grave.
You're serious about Pablo, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Is it
just
because he
great.
was your hero when you were selling
Nah, he
drugs?
wasn't my hero. Just interesting. He did a lot. He had a big impact on the world. You know, a lot of
Yeah,
people hate
huge,
him.
huge.
A lot of people love him.
Wait, okay, so my dad actually told me about this. He says Mexican people love him because he did a lot for Mexican people. So what did he do
He did a
that?
lot for Colombia too. Certain cities, you know, he did a lot, but he also killed some innocent people. I don't know how many. I don't know what specifically he did. But sorry, I'm eating. I didn't eat anything all day.
No, it's funny watching you eat talking about Pablo Escobar, right?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just have her go into the news
Yeah,
while
yeah.
you chew, yeah?
So, okay, so, well, this is just about, like, specifically the hippos. So these hippos are the descendants of Pablo Escobar's private herd, and the population is booming, okay? So the late crime lord illegally imported 4 of the animals from African countries in the 1980s. So before his death in 1993, Escobar lived an extravagant compound with a football pitch, nightclub, and a large zoo with exotic animals. So while authorities removed most of the animals to zoos or private collections, they left 4 hippos running free along the Magdalena River, where they thrived in Colombia's year-round wet climate. There are now an estimated 130 hippos in the Antioquia province. And the population could grow to 400 in just 8 years. Just these hippos. They started from 4.
Do you remember Echo?
No.
The Echo brand, or
the
is just like
clothing
a...
brand? The hippo?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, the rhino.
Yeah.
It was a
Rhino.
Oh, it's a rhino?
Oh. Well, anyways. So last year, Colombia declared the hippos a toxic invasive species. They have no natural predators in the country, because they're not supposed to be there, and are considered a threat to the local ecosystem. So the new plan is to use food to lure the hippos into iron containers and then fly them to Mexico and India, where they will be given to zoos and sanctuaries.
Damn,
So
imagine
they
a
don't
bunch
have
of
predators?
hippos on a plane. Like, that's got
They
to
don't
be a
have
big ass
predators, so
plane.
they don't like eat other things.
Hippos weigh thousands of pounds.
Yeah, really big. Well, so they're
What's
a
gonna eat a
threat
hippo?
because they're eating things, but yeah,
What's
no
gonna
one's
beef
eating
with a
it.
hippo?
And they're like growing like crazy.
Yeah,
Hippos are fast, too. I heard that they're really fast.
and they
know-
live 40 to 50 years. So
They say what is it? Grizzly bears? No, polar bears are the biggest threat. Like the biggest.
Did you hear what Joe Rogan said about one on his show?
What?
I'm gonna butcher this story. I think about it every time I hear about a polar bear. I'm gonna butcher this story, but I'm gonna repeat what I remember in the conversation. So please, God, if anybody knows the actual story, like, oh, he's telling a lie. I already told you. I don't know what verbatim,
Yeah.
but he was explaining that there was people that were. Where are polar bears at? What? It's in the polar, but it's in the Arctic or whatever. But where there's a lot of ice, right? Their boat gets like caught in ice or something, and they have to, or it sinks, and they have to get off of their boat, and they're sitting on an ice cap thing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And far away, I'm talking like very, very far away, they see a polar bear just pop up, and it just looks like this at them. And then from far away, they're like, wow, that's so cute. Look at that little polar bear. Where's the Coca-Cola can? You know, like they're
Yeah,
just in their happy little
yeah.
days. And then it was into the water, and then went halfway closer. And now they're like, all right, that's
cool, better view.
fucking pretty close, but okay, cool. It's like he's trying to check us out, you know? See,
Yeah.
they're again, and they're like, is he coming over here? And he goes, now it's across from here to this sink.
Yeah.
And now they're looking at him, and they're like, okay, like obviously he's not going to come any closer, right? Goes, dumb, comes back out, grabs one of their legs, pulls them in, takes them to where they were, and rips him apart, eating him. In real life, they're just watching their friend get mauled apart.
Damn, that's like Cocaine Bear, the movie that just came out.
Yeah.
That were just like gruesome, like just bears.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see that one coming, dude. I didn't see like I thought I was gonna get like a no way, like that's and then feed into this, and you were just like kind of reminds me of Cocaine Bear.
Well, it's a movie I just watched last week where bears are ripping people to shreds. I watch a lot of shit about bears. I watched the show Alone, the new season Alone, where people live in the
Do you watch Little Bear?
no, only big bears, violent ones. But yeah, that's crazy. And being in that situation, think about it. Even if you have a gun on you, you could shoot that fucking bear and it won't even know.
Just
You
anger it,
shot
and then he'll come after
Yeah,
you.
and then it's just like more mad.
What
at
do you do? What do you do with a bear? Like you know how they say like act bigger,
just
but
goes
what
to
if you're
run,
me and you're 5'9"? You can't act bigger than this. This is what God gave me.
No, you yell at it.
Yeah.
Oh, bear. Hey, bear. You yell at it like
Hey,
that.
bear.
Give me an impression right now, Steven. Get up and pretend you're a bear about to maul.
We
Adam.
did this before. We've
No, you
actually
didn't.
done this exact thing.
Okay,
Done
well,
this role play.
Yeah.
By
Okay,
yourself.
okay, go and okay. Really get into character first. Okay, yeah, just right here, and I'm gonna give you an action, and then you are Jeff FM.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and do you feel like the character? Do you feel like the character?
yeah, let's just break down some rules here. No kicking or punching, right?
What?
Well,
wait,
I mean, this is
wait.
an acting
How
experience.
am I going to defend myself against the bear?
Just really feel what a bear would do,
Look.
and action.
What's the concept?
Cut. You're a bear, and you're hungry.
I'm hungry.
Okay, everyone back on set. One and action.
The up kick was coming. The up kick was coming right to his chin.
Okay, reset. And
No,
and,
I don't
and
want to do this bit.
And and this time don't be a shitty actor. And action.
No, get back.
Cut. Not horny.
No, that's enough. That's
Why
enough.
are you thrusting so much, bro? No, that was really good, Steven.
Yeah,
I really appreciate
that
it.
That was a good job on your part.
Wait, do you
Yours.
think animals get horny, or do they just have sex just because they have to?
I don't like the way you say horny, especially in my ears like that. Do animals get horny?
Well, have you
Horny,
think about it?
yeah.
Have you ever? Do bears have sex? Have you ever seen a bear have sex?
No, Steven.
Exactly. They
I've
don't
never
have
watched,
sex.
not in real life, but they have to have sex. How do you think they populate?
I don't know.
I think it's
don't
just like
think
their
animals
instinct.
get horny. Like they just
No, that's
they-
not true.
They
Seahorses.
just have to repopulate. They don't have like emotions to.
What's this thing that the
Dog humping.
this thing?
What?
It's
a
in the-
penguin. A penguin.
Penguin. Thank you. And a penguin. Don't they fuck for fun? Penguins fuck for fun.
Oh yeah, there's an animal. I don't know if it's penguins, but
That's
yeah.
why. That's why the
Animals
movie
don't have
Happy
sex for
Feet. When
fun.
they're all excited because they're all nutting. They're like,
Yeah. They're just-
I'm sorry, am I too much?
Do have sex.
Penguins do have sex?
That's what you look up out of all the questions.
Well,
I mean,
think
that
about it,
was
you've never
obvious.
seen a
Well,
bear
of course,
have
bears
sex.
have sex.
How do
Have you
they?
ever seen them have sex?
Do you think they do it bare naked?
Bro. That
See,
was
on
pretty-
Impulsive, I would have got kicked out for
No,
that.
that was.
I looked up everything.
Yeah.
God, I love this episode.
Well,
Could you
that's
guys
how
come
they're-
back more often,
Yeah,
please?
whenever. Let's just do it once a week. We'll just all come.
I would love that. Please bring Steven back.
All right.
I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for this episode. Like, with all of my heart, I really do love you guys as close friends. And if you guys ever need me, I'm always there for you.
Thank you, George.
Thank
I
you,
know
George.
I could count on you. You're a real one.
I appreciate it.
And this was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
You were great. I love TikTok
Such a
news.
pleasure. Thank
Do
you.
you
so
have
much.
any other TikTok news, or should we
I
just,
do.
Do
But
you
we
want to
don't-
hear
I
one
would
more
have to
TikTok
go
news, or
through
just
it.
wrap it up here?
I have to go record myself something right now.
Yeah. See, told you, babe. You got to come harder.
And
next time.
no, that was solid.
like I
you got
really-
me going
I
with
liked
that
it.
Pablo one.
Yeah,
That
why?
was
We
great.
got
I mean,
this
not
whole-
even. But yeah, like
Tension, yeah.
Columbia rhinos,
Hippos.
hippos.
Thanks for watching,
Rhino,
guys.
echo.
Make sure you
Yeah,
like
all
and
messed up.
subscribe.
They loved it.
And come back for more. We post every Thursday, every week. And don't forget to sign up to our Patreon, because that's when shit really gets kind of crazy.
That's where the rest of the TikTok news is going on Patreon.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, sign up if you want it.
All right.
good
Thank you
job,
guys so much. And we out.
Bye bye.